Good afternoon. It is day 83, and this is a very unique day because we have snow outside in the spring, the true spring that is, and it's something that's called snow thunder. Now, pardon me if I have my notes as you guys are learning and seeing that our videos are getting stronger with the content, and I want to be able to provide stronger content as we grow in the channel. Okay, this is DeucesWild22.com, where we talk about business and personal growth, and we promote economic empowerment. And this is brought to you by Dead Man's Hand, Smoking Aces, and Gold Rush from DeucesWild22.com. So day 83. We've been dealing with the billionaire concept and ideology because obviously I encourage you to set your goals high, make your target high, aspirations, dreams, set them high. Okay, so today, day 83, and we're dealing with billionaire power moves, okay? Billionaire power moves. So I'm going to give you 12 billionaire power moves, okay, that you can put into place and put into practice now. Now, why is there 12? Because we're dealing with the 20s, 30s, and 40s. I'm 44 years old currently as we build this channel and as we take the sauce across the country. And I'm going to give you 12 moves that are working right now, have worked in the past, and will work in the future because they are success principles, okay? So you want to be multimillionaire, you want to become a successful business owner, entrepreneur, you want to grow personally. I'm going to give you 12 billionaire power moves to put in play right now, okay? So starting with your 20s, 30s, and your 40s. So 4 moves in your 20s. Here they go. First one, learn how to live on 75% or 80% of your income, okay? You learn that. You start that early, okay? Develop the habit of living on less than what you make. And I'm going to put some teeth into this. Live on 75 to 80% of your income. So you make $1, only live on 80% or 80 cents, okay? First billionaire power move in your 20s. Learn to live off of 75 to 80% of your money. Second one, buy a house or a duplex, okay? Quit throwing away money. In my 20s, I threw away a ton of cash, and guess what? I cannot get that back. I paid for someone to go to college, okay? So somebody's child went to college on my back because I was paying rent primarily through my whole 20s, okay? So buy a house in your 20s, buy an apartment building, live someplace, okay? Save minimally $2,000 a year, all right? Save $2,000 a year. And then also in your 20s, start a business. Okay, don't wait. Start a business. Do something. Start a business in your 20s. So out of the 12, 4 power moves in your 20s, billionaire power moves. 1, live on 70%, 80% of your money. 2, buy a house. 3, save $2,000 minimally a year. 3, start a business. Okay, billionaire power moves day 83. In your 30s, what do? Well, guess what? Life cost you, right? So start understanding numbers. Why? Because you got possibly childcare in your 30s, you got a mortgage in your 30s, and you got student loans possibly in your 30s. So watch this. Start a goal to be debt-free. All right? So your billionaire power move in your 30s, number 1, start a plan to get debt-free. Okay? Here's a secret. Find a financial mentor. Now, what do I mean by that? Find somebody who is where you want to be at as you get older and begin to get mentored by them. Not just a mentor for life. Find somebody that is fiscally where you want to be. Okay? So that's 3. First move is understand life's going to cost you. Number 1. Get that number. Figure out how much costs you put out in life. How much does life cost you to live every month? Figure that out. 2, second move in your 30s. Start a plan to get debt-free. Okay, 3rd move in your 30s, find a financial mentor. And then here's a serious billionaire power move. Okay, understand that debt is more emotional and psychological than it is physical. What do I mean by that? Start eliminating debt by understanding the psyche and the emotional reason why you get into debt. And that's that opposite side of getting debt free. Okay, understand what debt is and watch this. Here's a tip. Pay off the smallest cards you have first. Why? Because you want to experience success. All right, I'm going counterculture. I'm going counter majority advice. People say, oh, pay off the highest interest rate first. No, I'm telling you, pay off the smallest balances that you have so you can experience what it feels like to achieve a goal that you set for yourself. Why? That's important in your 40s. All right. Billionaire power moves. What are the 4 moves in your 40s? Understand that cash and credit are the dynamic duos. Okay. So the first thing you need to do in your 40s for a billionaire power move, understand that cash and credit are the real dynamic duos. Okay. Second move, protect them. All right. Protect them. All right. Actually, it's the same thing, but cash and credit are the dynamic duos, and protect them is the first move. All right. Second move is, remember that business you started in your 20s? Okay. You should have now in your 40s multiple streams of income. Okay. That's a power move. To start something 20 years ago and then now it's coming to fruition. All right. That's a billionaire power move. See, and what is power? A move that puts you in a stronger position than you were previously. That's a power move. And I'm giving you billionaire strategies, okay? Strategies, power moves that you can put in practice now so you can get to some place when you get older. All right? Here's a serious power move that I'm involved in right now. Family planning. Okay? Billionaires and millionaires and successful people do not leave stuff up for grabs. They plan as much as possible. They remove as many variables as you can. All right? Nothing like being caught by surprise that you could have avoided 10 years ago. So I'm doing some serious family planning. And guess what? If you're married, that means both sides of the family, both sets of parents, both sets of siblings. Why? Because typically the most successful sibling carries a lot of the weight and the responsibility of the families. So plan for it. Talk about it. Sit down with the spouse. Understand what that means. Okay, what about your mom and dad aging? What are you going to do? You're going to put them in a home, or you're going to provide for them as they get older. All that stuff is planned. That's family planning. Okay, billionaire power moves, family planning. Understand what needs to happen, right? Fiscally. And then the last power move out of the 12 in your 40s is begin to really understand insurance. Okay. For example, in your 20s, all right, you have a possibly a death benefit for 10 grand, 20 grand, right? That pays funeral costs. But if you're sitting on $400,000 cash in your 40s, you might want to cancel that policy because you don't need that $20,000 because you have it sitting already in cash. So now what you got to do is designate that. Okay. So if you do pass away, you've got 20 grand cash and you're not paying for an insurance policy and have the money over here. Now, you could choose to do both if you want to. That's on you. But all I'm saying is understand insurance. That's a power move. Understand health insurance. Understand medical insurance. Understand disability insurance. Okay? Understand gap coverage. If you have a car, and God forbid you have a payment in your 40s, but you know, it does happen. I had one for a little while. All right? It does happen. But understand insurance. Okay? So, what are the 12 billionaire power moves? Let me recap. In your 20s, live off of less than you make. 2, buy a house. Stop throwing away money. 3, save at least 2 grand a year. 4, start a business. 5, you got life and it cost you. Childcare, mortgage, student loans. What is that number? Okay? Start a plan to be debt free. Find a financial mentor and start getting rid of debt. What is debt? Debt is more emotional, psychological than it is physical. All right? People are trapped in the mind before they're trapped in the pocketbook. All right? Make sure you understand that. In your 40s, what are the last 4? Cash and credit are the real dynamic duos. And protect it. Multiple streams of income. Remember that business you started in your 20s? It should be kicking out some serious cash by now. Family planning. Understand what needs to happen from a family dynamic. And then the last thing a billionaire power move does and understands is understand your insurance. Okay, it's your man's Earl, DeucesWild22.com, www.DeucesWild22.com, powered by Gold Rush, Smoking Aces, Dead Man's Hand, day 83, 3/24, 2018, and we got snow thunder outside, y'all. Snow on the ground, March 24th. God bless you. We'll see you.